Which of the sentences below best expresses the essential information in the highlighted sentence in the passage? What is the highlighted sentence in the passage? Although little is known at this point, that means although little of what is known, how animals know when it's time to mate. Okay, a little is known for this as of now, but there may be a biological reason, such as producing the hormone when there are greater or lesser amounts of sunlight, or changes in the temperature. So let's look at the options. It is possible that something like the secreting of a hormone when the environment changes accounts for this. This is a perfect sentence. It has the same meaning. Accounts for means give explanation for. Okay? So we don't know it for sure, but it's possible that something like secreting of a hormone when the environment changes, such as the changes in temperature or less or more amount of light? Sunlight, right? Sunlight is the reason for this. So A is the answer. Let's look more. When the amount of sunlight or temperature changes, a hormone is secreted in some of their bodies. But what did it say? Little is known at this point. So maybe this is right or maybe this is wrong. So B is, you can't say it for sure like this. So B is not the answer. Biology plays an important role by prompting the release of hormones in the body because of various external factors. External means from the outside. Prompt the release. Prompt means to cause something to happen. Biology plays an important role by causing the release of hormones in the body. Plays an important role. We can't see this for sure like this because little is known. Maybe it's the hormones. Okay, so B, C is not the answer. Scientists are not sure, but believe it may be possible to secrete hormones whenever the amount of sunlight changes. Scientists are not sure. They didn't say anything about the scientists, right? And this sentence is somewhat grammatically wrong. It may be possible to secrete hormones. It doesn't have the subject word for to secrete. Who secretes? Okay? You have to mention like it may be possible for the animals to secrete, or else this is grammatically wrong sentence. Whenever the amount of sunlight changes, this is one of the reasons, right? So it didn't have this doesn't have what the mentioning of the changes in temperature. So D is not very good. A is the answer. In paragraph 3, the author of the passage implies that the spadefoot toad what? Lays its eggs in rivers that are created during rainy weather. What did it say? Spadefoot toad of the southwestern United States only have babies during the summer rainy season when thunderstorms flood its desert habitat. So you can't say they lay eggs in rivers. It doesn't mention rivers. So this is not quite right. It's not exactly right. Can survive by drinking water only during the rainy season. It doesn't mention anything about drinking water. C, B is not right. Prefers to live in a climate that is primarily hot and dry. Is this right? Hold on. When thunderstorms flood its desert habitat, so they live in a desert. So this can be right. Okay. Has similar nesting habits as alligators do. It doesn't mention having similar nesting habits, so it should be C. Okay. Primarily hot and dry. It's the desert. I don't think this is very clear though. The word retreat in the passage is closest meaning to what? Retreat. Let's look. Many cold-blooded creatures retreat underground when cold temperatures arrive. So that means they go underground, right? So what? Abandon means what? Leaving a place. Transfer means going from one place to another. So A and B is not the answer. C, move. D, recede. What does recede mean? Recede means to go back. Move away from something. So retreat and recede is really similar. So D is a better answer, but you can say C too, right? The answer sheet says that the answer is C, but I see no reason why D can't be the answer. It's more closer. So I think this is not very good. The word prodigious in the passage is closest in meaning to prodigious. Some of these animals sleep for long periods during the winter in order to save energy. So before the winter, when fall arrives, they begin eating and drinking at what rate? At prodigious rates, and try to gain as much fat as possible so they can survive the coming weather. So how can they gain as much fat as possible? By eating a lot, right? So what is the answer? Phenomenal. What does that mean? Phenomenal means being very good or very impressive, so that it can be referred to as a phenomenon. Do you understand? Phenomenal. So phenomenal can be the answer, right? B, rapid. Rapid means fast, so it's not very relative. Exclusive, it means it's not opened to all the people. Exclusive. Only some of the people can enjoy something exclusive, so it's not the answer. Exorbitant, what does that mean? Exorbitant means going out of the orbit. Orbit means what? The curved passage which a physical matter, a large physical matter in space goes around a planet or a moon or a star. So that's what exorbitant means, going out of the curved path. Alright? So it means exceeding something. But this is normally used for price, being expensive. So A is better. So you can choose A. The author's description of bird migration mentions which of the following? It is closely related to the animal's circadian rhythms. This is wrong, right? Circadian relates to what? The daily activities. So A is not the answer. Migration is a yearly rhythm. It happens only after winter has arrived in various places. It doesn't say that. The impetus as to why birds do it is not fully understood. Impetus is what? Something that makes that happen. Something that stimulates it, alright? Well, the birds sense the advent of winter and colder temperatures. How they do this is a matter of guessing. So this is right. It's not fully understood, so C is mentioned. C is the answer. Birds must sleep for long periods first before setting out on their journeys. What does set out mean? Set out means to leave a place to go on a journey. It doesn't mention D, so D is not the answer. Okay, so C is the answer. According to paragraph 5, Arctic caribou continue to try to cross the ice sheets because they have no concept of what death means. They have no idea. This is not the answer, right? Why do they cross the sheet? Ice sheets, why? The groups of the reindeers or the caribou keep coming because their instinct tells them to do it, and their instinct is stronger than their need to survive. So it's because of their instinct tells them to do it. You understand? They are fleeing from pursuing predators. Fleeing from. What does follow mean? What does flee mean? Flee means to escape from somewhere, from something. Pursue means what? Following. So this is not the answer. This is not the reason, right? They are unaware. They don't know how temperatures have gone down. It's not that they don't know the temperature went down. So C is not the answer. They have an innate urge to cross at that time. Innate, what does it mean? Innate means born with, alright? Urge means a strong desire to do something. So this is instinct, same as instinct. So the answer would be D. Look at the 4 squares that indicate where the following sentence could be added to the passage. This is not to say all people's circadian rhythms work exactly at the same time with this artificially created period of time. Operate means to work, right? In conjunction with. Conjunction means happening at the same time. Okay? So where would this go? If it says this is not to say, the sentence before it has to have something which means this, okay? Circadian rhythms are related to daily activities for humans, which are usually based on 24-hour clock people developed for the purpose of timekeeping. Animals have internal clocks that are based on the rising and setting of the sun. So what is this part talking about? This sentence. So it's about the people's circadian rhythms, right? So it will go after. So it will go here, because after this it's about the animals' internal clocks. So it has to go to the first square. First square is the answer. In conjunction with this artificially created period of time, it has the sentence before has to have what this indicates, which is what this artificially created period of time is what? The 24-hour clock.